Hello, and welcome to episode 165 of Rivers Arcade Review. My name is Ed. My channel is dedicated to the coin-operated video games of yesteryear. Today I'm doing a viewer request. Today's game was requested by the viewer Don McCullen, and the game they requested was Arkanoid Revenge of Dough. Arkanoid Revenge of Dough was released in 1987 by Taito. My first time playing this game was at NuVision Bowl in Woodridge, Illinois. Arkanoid Revenge of Dough is a ball and paddle breakout themed game in which you control a paddle named Vaus with a spinner control and a fire button. This game plays very much like the original Arkanoid, although there are many improvements. Dough has returned and is seeking revenge against your ship. Just like the original game, you need to bounce a white ball off of your ship in order to destroy a series of colored blocks to advance through a series of rounds. Hitting the bricks once will cause the brick to disappear and the ball to rebound opposite the angle it hit. There will also be 3 different looking bricks. The first is gold and will have a 3D look to it. These bricks will be indestructible. You don't need to destroy these bricks to advance to the next round. The second will look similar to the gold 3D bricks, although they will be silver. It will take multiple hits to destroy them. The third will also be silver, although the 3D look will have 2 points on them. These will also require multiple hits to destroy them, although after several seconds, these bricks will regenerate to full power, requiring you to hit them multiple times once again. You don't need to eliminate the regenerating bricks to advance to the next round. On several rounds, some bricks will move from side to side, making it harder to destroy them. These bricks will not only come in the colored version, but they will also be silver or gold. Some rounds, the bricks will move from the beginning of the round, although some will only move after the brick next to it is destroyed or after it is hit. Just like the original game, the ball will rebound based on where it hits the Vaus. Hitting the ball off the right side of the Vaus will cause it to rebound to the right no matter which direction it came from. The same thing if the ball hits the left side of the Vaus. The angle of rebound will be based on where the ball hits the Vaus. When the ball hits closer to the center, the greater the vertical angle will be, whereas hitting closer to the edge, the greater the horizontal angle will be. If you fail to rebound the ball, you will lose a life. At the beginning of each round, the doors at the top of the playfield will open and enemy ships will fly out. Hitting these enemies will cause them to explode and the ball will rebound in another direction. You can also hit these enemies with your Vaus, causing them to explode. These enemies will come in various shapes. Most of them can be destroyed with one hit, although there is a tri-colored enemy that will split when hit, causing it to split into 3 different colored enemies that must be destroyed individually. This game has many new twists over the original game. The first new item will be the power-up pills. Instead of 7 different power-ups, there will now be 13. The original power-ups were an orange pill with an S on it that will slow the ball down, a red pill with an L on it that turns your Vaus into a laser that you can use to shoot the blocks, a green pill with a C on it that allows your Vaus the ability to catch the ball, a dark blue pill with an E on it which will expand your Vaus about 50%, a light blue pill with a D on it which will split the ball into multi-ball, although instead of the ball splitting into 3 balls, it will now split into 8 balls. During multi-ball, you won't lose a life if one of the balls falls past your Vaus as long as you keep at least 1 ball in play. The last 2 pills are of great importance because the gray pill with a P on it will award you an extra life, and the pink pill with the B on it will allow you to escape the round, advancing you to the next round. This game introduces 5 new power-up pills. The first will be a dark green pill with an eye on it. This pill will have a glowing trail following it. Catching this pill will cause your Vaus to have a ghost trail following it when you move. This trail will not affect your Vaus, although it will reflect the ball as if the ball hit the Vaus itself, although it will always bounce off at the same angle it hit no matter what the position. The next new power-up pill will be a dark blue with a T on it, which will cause your Vaus to split and have a twin next to it. This will double the area of coverage, although there is a catch. There will be a gap between the Vauses, so you need to use caution so the ball doesn't fall between them. The next power-up will be white with an N on it, which will always keep 3 balls in play. That means if one of the 3 balls falls past your Vaus, another one will generate from one of the balls in play. The next power-up will be a small gray pill with an R on it. This pill will cause your Vaus to shrink to about 50% of its normal size, giving you less area to rebound the ball. It is a good idea to let this power-up pass. The final power-up will be a glowing pill. Catching this pill will grant a mystery reward. The first will be a super multi-ball. This will be similar to the original multi-ball, although instead of splitting the ball into 8, it will now split into 40 balls. The second will be 25 red mega balls. These balls will destroy anything in their path, including the gold bricks. These balls will only rebound off the walls and your Vaus. The third will cause regenerating balls. This power will act the same way as the previous white end pill, except there will be 8 balls as opposed to 3. The fourth will be a continuous firing laser. Collecting this will change your Vaus into a laser, although it will continuously fire, destroying everything except the gold bricks. Occasionally, collecting the glowing pill will cause a regenerating swarm of 15 enemies to come out of the doors at the top of the playfield. You could destroy these enemies for extra points, although due to the large number, it usually becomes a matter of survival as opposed to a chance to gain points. In addition, there can be more than one power-up pill on screen at a time, although your Vaus can only have one power-up. The biggest change happens at the end of the round. Instead of automatically being transported to the next round, warp doors will open on both sides of the bottom of the playfield. You need to move your Vaus to one of these doors to advance to the next round, although here is where things change. The door you choose will determine the next round you will face. This game has 64 boards in all, although you will only face 34 of them. The 1st, 18th, and 34th will always be the same, although the rest will be based on which exit you choose. This feature gives you the possibility of over 2 billion combinations of gameplay. The board order is as follows. The left picture denotes exiting from the left door on the previous round, and the right picture denotes exiting from the right door on the previous round. In addition to the standard brick wall rounds, there will be a mini-boss. This boss will look like a giant green and purple brain with 8 tentacles sticking out of it. In addition to the tentacles, there will be 6 pulsating lumps on the brain. Approximately every 2 seconds, one of the lumps will rupture and release one of the enemies from the previous rounds. After the enemy is released, the ruptured lump will repair itself about 2/3 of a second later. Just like before, these enemies are harmless to your Vaus, although they will affect the trajectory of your ball, making it harder to hit the brain. Hitting the brain or the tentacles with the ball will not harm it, although you will need the ball to enter the brain through one of the ruptured lumps before it heals to defeat it. Doing this will cause all the floating enemies to explode and the brain will slowly disappear, and a red mini brain with 5 red limbs with 5 circles each will appear and fly upward off the screen, and the warp doors will open, allowing you to exit to the next round. The brain boss will appear on round 3 if you exited round 2 to the left. It will also appear on round 20 if you exited round 19 to the right. Because you can choose your path to the final round, it is possible to face the brain twice or not at all. Once you clear 33 rounds, you will face the final boss, Do himself. Do is a red tiki-shaped statue. After about 4 seconds, and every 4 seconds thereafter, Do will spit out 6 black balls towards your Vaus. You must avoid these balls because they are invulnerable, and if one contacts your Vaus, you will lose a life. You need to hit Do 16 times to defeat him. Once you hit Do the 16th time, any black balls on the screen will disappear and the tiki statue will fade away, revealing the same 5-tentacled enemy that escaped from the brain battle earlier. Just like before, each of the tentacles will consist of 5 balls. Hitting a tentacle with your ball will cause the tentacle to break off and fall towards your Vaus. After several seconds, the damaged tentacle will regenerate to full strength. You need to hit the center section of the brain in order to defeat it. Hitting the brain portion 7 times will cause the tentacles to disappear. Hitting the brain the 8th time will cause the brain to wither and die, opening up the warp doors for you to escape. If at any time during this round you lose a life, you will begin at the beginning against Do. After completing the final round, you will get the ending story as well as a credit screen. Scoring for the game is as follows. You'll earn 50 points for destroying the white and silver bricks, 60 points for destroying the orange bricks, 70 points for destroying the light blue bricks, 80 points for destroying the green bricks, 90 points for destroying the red bricks, 100 points for destroying the dark blue bricks, 110 points for destroying the purple bricks, and 120 points for destroying the yellow bricks. You'll earn 100 points for destroying each floating enemy, and 1000 points for collecting each power-up. During the mini-boss battle, you will earn 10 points for each hit on the brain, and 1000 points for defeating the brain. During the battle against Do, you'll earn 1000 points for each Do hit. During the tentacle boss part of the battle, you'll earn 10 points for each ball knocked off the tentacle, and 1000 points for each hit of the brain portion. You'll also earn 100,000 points for each extra life remaining. I really enjoyed playing this game and highly recommend playing it, especially if you can find it at an arcade cabinet, because playing it in emulation with the keyboard or mouse doesn't do the game justice. I like this game more than Arkanoid Returns, but not as much as Space Duel, so Arkanoid Revenge of Do hits its way into the 37th position overall. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any games you'd like me to review, please leave a message below or on my homepage. Please remember to hit like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned to new videos every Sunday.